Good morning. Buenos días. Please take a seat. Favor de tomar asientos para los que están afuera. Good morning. My name is Alice Murillo. I'm Associate Provost of Bunker Hill Community College, Chelsea campus. Welcome to the Bunker Hill Community College and welcome to our annual Adult Basic Education Celebration of Achievement. We are so pleased we can host this event at our former Chelsea campus, located here at the historic Bellingham Square. This is the 22nd anniversary of the Adult Basic Education Initiative. It is funded by the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. Today we will recognize many students, those who have completed the Transitional Pathways to College program, those who've completed the GED in Spanish and in English, and those who've completed Level 4 of the English Basic Skills program. In addition, we're also taking the time to recognize those students who are in the process, who are continuing to develop their language skills, who are working towards completion of their GEDs, and who are learning the skills needed to be successful as a college student. We are so proud that our students are on this pathway, on the pathway of learning and discovery. For some, this journey will lead to a better job. For others, to a high school equivalency certificate or diploma, credential, and for others to be able to help them enter a college career pathway. Others have new skills that will help them participate more fully in lives of their family. They'll be able to participate in the school life of their children within the community, helping their children with their homework, and communicating with doctors or caregivers, and being, of course, a stronger advocate for themselves and for their family members. Now I'd like to acknowledge today's speakers. We have several. They will have a more formal introduction later on in the program, but for now I'd like to welcome our keynote speaker, Chelsea City Manager Thomas G. Ambrosino. He'll speak later. We will also have two student speakers later in the program. That includes Elizabeth Rodriguez, who I believe we're still waiting on, but we will hopefully have her here soon. And Lydwyne, Narentz, Delcy is also our student speaker. Could you stand? And today we also have special guests with us. They're seated here in the front row. We have Alberto Calvo, who is Vice President of the Chelsea Chamber of Commerce. Will you stand? And we have Leo Robinson from the Chelsea Community Counselor at Large. Thank you for being here. Also celebrating with us are members of our college community. We have President Pam Ettinger. We have Dr. James Caniff, our Provost and Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs. We have Michelle Elias Bloomer, Dean of Professional Studies and Workforce Development. We have Mr. Darrell Lamar, Executive Director of Workforce Development. We have Ms. Toni Borge, Senior Special Programs Coordinator of Adult Basic Ed and Transitions to College Programs. And also Mr. Barry O'Brien, Academic Advisor for the Adult Basic Education Program. Barry is back there. And special recognition to both Toni and Barry. Toni has been with the program for 22 years and Barry for 21 years. Thank you for all that you do. Now please welcome our President, Pam Ettinger, who will introduce our keynote speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Murillo. It gives me great pleasure to introduce today's keynote speaker, Chelsea City Manager Thomas Ambrosino. Appointed as Chelsea City Manager in June 2015, Tom Ambrosino serves as the Chief Executive Officer of the city. So when you see something happening that's wonderful in the city, that's Tom. He previously served for 12 years as the mayor of Revere, Massachusetts, where he worked to improve educational opportunities for local students. Mr. Ambrosino's own education is rooted in the greater Boston area. He graduated from Revere High School, Boston University, and Harvard Law School. We're so pleased that he is here to join us for this celebration of educational achievement. But this also gives me an opportunity to thank him. When he came to the city a couple of years ago and we knocked on his door, he was so welcoming of the college, and now we don't really think about Chelsea without. That's what I think of him. He is just a boom for our city. Thank you so much for coming to us today. Come on up.
Well, thank you, Dr. Edinger, for those kind words and that booming introduction. So first, I do want to thank Dr. Edinger and Bunker Hill for inviting me to speak at what really is a very joyous celebration. It's a great day for graduates and their families, and an inspirational day for the city of Chelsea. I commend all of you who are graduating today and receiving certificates or diplomas. I know how hard, I truly do know how hard you've worked to achieve this milestone. You know, when you're trying to complete a course of study, it's hard enough even when you're just a young college student and you have nothing else to do other than to come to school and study. But when you're taking on this challenge as an adult, often at the same time that you're trying to raise children, or you have one or sometimes two jobs, or when you're doing all of that, then you're involved in a juggling act that really can be daunting, which makes what you've accomplished today all the more remarkable and rewarding. And so for that, you should be commended. So I'm looking out at this group today, and I appreciate the fact that many of you are immigrants to this country. Chelsea happens to have the largest foreign-born population in the whole state, so when a large crowd gathers in Chelsea, and I say that, I feel like I'm on pretty safe grounds. We take a lot of pride in the city of Chelsea in the fact that we are a very welcoming community for new immigrants. We try hard, very hard, to make new arrivals feel safe and secure. We work hard to navigate them to appropriate services, and we comfort them a lot with messages of trust and protection and inclusiveness. And that's all done in an effort to try to acclimate newcomers to what can be, for people just arriving here, a strange culture and odd social norms of the United States. But no matter how welcoming a city is, no one is going to thrive in this country, whether foreign-born or native-born, unless they take full advantage of what I consider this country's greatest strength, and that is its education system. It's an axiom, it's a well-established fact that the most frequented and well-worn path to success in this country is through education. Education is the great equalizer in this society. It's education that allows the lowliest of individuals, those born into the worst of circumstances, to rise up and compete and have the same opportunities as those who are born here into great wealth and the greatest of privileges. It's education that allows someone like me, whose mother didn't graduate from high school and whose father barely graduated from high school, to become a city manager. It's education that allowed a multiracial young boy who's had a disappearing father to rise up and become president of the United States. And it's education, what you've received from Bunker Hill, that we celebrate today, that is going to enable you, hopefully, to accomplish all of those dreams that you hold dearest to your heart. Not just dreams for yourselves, but dreams for your entire family and your children. I really just have one piece of advice to you. Actually, just as an aside, you are not allowed to speak at commencements in America unless you've agreed in advance with the administration you're going to offer some piece of advice. So here's my piece of advice. When you look at this diploma or certificate or whatever milestone you're reaching, look at it as an investment. What you have in your hands, what you're going to have in your hands, is an asset. And yeah, you can stop now and just use what you have the rest of your life, and you will certainly be better off than you were before. But the wisest people, when they have an asset, they don't always utilize it immediately. They don't liquidate it. They don't cash out, so to speak. The wisest of people, they reinvest it for a greater asset, for a more lucrative asset in the future. And so, if at all possible, you have the chance to do that, I urge you to do so. Reinvest it. Use it as a down payment for further education, whether that's more courses here at Bunker Hill, or an associate's degree at Bunker Hill, or a bachelor's degree, or maybe even for some of you, a graduate degree. Because the more education that you have in this country, the greater your chance at opportunity and success. So I urge you to take this and use it to further your education. But that's advice for the future. For today, for the next few hours, for this weekend, savor what you've accomplished, because it truly is remarkable. The great achievement that you celebrate today, that has made you proud, it's made your family proud, it's made everyone in this room extremely, extremely proud of you. So I enjoy this moment, and I congratulate you on a job very well done. Thank you.
City Manager Ambrosino, thank you for your joining us today and for those wonderful words of encouragement and recommendations and advice to our students. Now I'd like to ask Ms. Toni Borge, Director of the Adult Basic Education Program, who's here now to address our students.
Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to look out and see everyone here. First, I want to say thank you to President Eniger and Associate Provost Murillo, and Executive Director Daryl Lamar. I get a little nervous standing up here. For all the wonderful support and encouragement that they have given me and the program for so many years. Having that allows me to do the job that I have, which is to help get the best support in education that allow you to do your studying, and it's wonderful to see as you progressed. Though I may be the director of the program, I really am the person behind the scenes. The most important people, staff in the program are the teachers and the support staff. And I'd like to take a few minutes to recognize, Barry O'Brien, who has been already recognized, who's the academic advisor. I have, with Victoria Natalie, who has also been, Victoria's been teaching us in the program for almost 20 years. Julio Galvez, who teaches the high set classes. Julio also has been there 18 years. Let's see, Meg English, who teaches English there. Meg has got a long history of working in adult education. Amy Tortorella, who's here in our health science. And Eugenio Flinders is not here today, but who does that. And then there's Megan Rodriguez and Cecilia Granado. So they're the ones that really make it. But we're here. I really enjoy having the end of this year's celebration because you're the ones that when I drive to work every day and that commute, but I'm coming to a place where there's lots of happiness and joy, and I wouldn't have any other job if I could. So again, celebrate this today. Remember, we've got 2 more weeks left of the semester. We're going to the Museum of Fine Arts next week. Yeah. And also remember, once you have the summer off, to come on back, okay? Well, thank you very much, and I look forward to the rest of the program. Take care.
Thank you, Tony. And again, 22 years, Tony, Barry, 21, and now I understand Julio, 18 years with the program. It takes a team and that commitment for so many years to make good things happen. Thank you. Okay, I'd like to introduce one of our student speakers. And now we're introducing Lydwyne Narentz Delcy. Lydwyne was born in Haiti and then moved to the Dominican Republic, where she finished her secondary level. To pursue her career goal of becoming a registered nurse, Lydwyne has successfully completed the Health Career Pathways program here at Bunker Hill Community College. And she will enroll next semester in the Transition to College program. Please welcome Lydwyne Narentz Delcy.
Dear faculty members, dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen, as we gather today to celebrate your accomplishment, it is for me an honor to be part of this wonderful celebration. First, I would like to thank my family for their support, and also Mr. Barry O'Brien, who chose me to be one of the speakers on that special occasion. I felt humbled to stand in front of you today as a graduate of this program and to share a bit of my life experience in a few words. 2 years ago, I came to the United States. I went to IBEX school to study English. Months later, I was accepted at the Adult Basic Education program, where I continue with my English classes. Several months later, I enrolled to the Pathway program. I was confused at the beginning of the semester, and I didn't know what to do because it was too much for me. But while I was in the program, I met great people. The professors, they were amazing, and they did everything to help all the students. My family and professors helped me to uncover my true academic potentials and my abilities to accomplish everything that I set my mind to. At that point, English as a second language was not an end, but a tool to achieve greater dreams. And as a matter of fact, this summer I'm starting classes on my path to become a registered nurse. The road ahead is not going to be easy, but I am certain that I have the foundation necessary to succeed. I know all of you have a lot of responsibilities, husband, wife, children to take care. Some of you are working and some are not. And the bills that you have to pay, it's a lot and maybe too much. But remember that education is the key to success. Therefore, I would advise you all to start making plans, set goals, be persistent, be confident, have courage, and find support from your family and friends. in order to keep moving forward. Don't give up on your education, as it is the key to your success. Thank you.
Thank you, Lydwyne. Those great words of encouragement again to your fellow students. Pathways to programs and transitions to college is the next step after the ABE program, and I hope you all are considering those options as you move along your program. Now, I know we have another student speaker. Is she here? Okay, good, excellent. Elizabeth Rodriguez is our next student speaker. And let me... Elizabeth Rodriguez is from Guatemala, where she only completed the 3rd grade. Having lived in the United States for 23 years, Elizabeth enrolled in the program at Bunker Hill Community College to acquire her high school credentials. This May, she has just passed her high set. Congratulations. Her goal now is to pursue college and someday become a dental hygienist. Please welcome Elizabeth Rodriguez.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It feels good to be here today. On my behalf of my fellow classmates, I would like to give thanks to Bunker Hill Community College for opening the doors of this institution and give us a second opportunity to complete our studies. Many of my classmates, as well as I, were forced to leave our studies for different reasons. Some of us had to work at an early age. Others had to take care of our young siblings. Others became parents. Some were forced to leave our countries for the social insecurity or economic uncertainty. But all of these things were done with the goal of contribution to the household. Now that we live in the United States, we have had to need to continue our education because the labor market is demanding a high school diploma. Through friends, publicity, and other mediums, we hear about adult and basic education program at Bunker Hill Community College and took the decision to enroll at HiSET in ESOL classes. When we enrolled, we felt a trustful atmosphere in the classroom. We found instructors that understood us, had patience and will to spread their knowledge. They made us feel confident. Thanks to our persistence to learn and constancy in class, some of us are graduate and others are on the way to reach their goal. This diploma is going to help us to continue to achieve our goals, as well as be a model to our children to continue and work hard for their education. Lastly, I want to give thanks to God for giving me the knowledge, to my family for supporting me, to my teacher for being patient, and Bunker Hill Community College to keep in this program for adults and give us a second chance to educate our community. I cannot thank you enough, and God bless you.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and congratulations to you too. Now the time has come that you've been waiting for, the awarding of certificates. I will ask President Ettinger, Tony Borge, and Barry O'Brien to join us up on the stage. Mr. O'Brien will be reading your name, so please come up to the stage to receive your certificates once your name is read. After you receive your certificate, please return to your seat and remain until the end of the ceremony after everyone has received their certificate. So Barry, Tony, and Dr. Ettinger? Yes? They want the picture with the president. You'll get a chance to have a picture taken, so as you receive your certificate or diploma, please pose.
Erica Zelaya. Maria Gomez.
Congratulations. All right.
Fatima Hurtado.
Congratulations to you.
Jovel Salguero.
Congratulations.
Darwin Avila.
Congratulations.
Lucia Ramirez.
Congratulations.
Gloria Rodriguez.
Congratulations.
Liz Rodriguez.
Congratulations.
Omar Abreu.
Congratulations to you.
Luis Mesa.
Congratulations.
Basilia Romero.
Congratulations.
Zenia Villanueva.
Congratulations. Good job.
Jacqueline Aguilar.
Congratulations to you.
Glenda Maldonado.
Congratulations. Good job.
Karima El Hali.
Congratulations.
Mario Castro.
Congratulations.
Josefina Rosario.
Congratulations. Great job.
Juan Flores.
Congratulations. Great job.
Olivama Rivera.
Congratulations. Great job.
Bertice Velasquez.
Congratulations. Great job.
Maria de Orca.
Lydia. Congratulations.
Yaneth Valdivizio.
Congratulations.
Karina Mesa.
Congratulations. Okay.
Silvia Espinosa.
Congratulations.
Edis Perez and Company. Brenda Montoya, Jenny Beltran,
Congratulations to you.
Rosa Lagos, Isaura Cruzeta,
Congratulations. Great job.
Diego Contreras,
Congratulations to you.
Santos Carrillo,
Congratulations.
Blanca Cordon,
Congratulations to you. Great job.
Mariana Arvincula,
Congratulations. Good job.
Arthur Leleco, Luis Alfaro,
Congratulations to you. Happy Father's Day. Nice present. Good luck to you.
Bernabella Caceres,
Congratulations.
Lisette Rivas,
Congratulations.
Yahira Ayoho,
Congratulations.
Lorna Ponce,
Congratulations. Great job.
Gladys Sokop,
Gladys, congratulations.
Ninfa Hernandez,
Congratulations. Great job.
Yesenia Calderon,
Congratulations. Great job.
Ruth Santos,
Congratulations. Great job.
Sonia Garcia,
Sonia, congratulations to you.
Blanca Reyes,
Congratulations.
Maria Melara,
Congratulations. Great job.
Isabel Hernandez,
Isabel, congratulations to you.
Ana Martinez,
Congratulations, great job.
Cynthia Figueroa,
Congratulations to you.
Dennis Gillian,
Congratulations, great job.
Lydwyne Delcy,
Thank you. $10.
Congratulations.
Let us have a round of applause for all the graduates. Congratulations to everyone. I also want to take the time to thank all the family members, friends, faculty, and staff who've joined our celebration. Our ceremony has come to a close. All the students who have successfully completed the Adult Basic Education Program, you got your packets here, but you need to go back to the registration table, and there you can pick up your diploma or certificate. Now we ask you all to join us in a celebration in the back of the tent. Join us for the celebratory activity to close out this event. Once again, thank you for joining us and congratulations to all the graduates.